Yeah, I mean, I think there were moments I thought Jacobs ran the ball okay. The turnovers, I mean, that was it. Carr had I don't know if abnormal, but it was the most turnovers he's thrown, and they were bad. The one he tried to throw over the middle of Waller would have been a big play, throws a pick. He tried to get aggressive, as he said, to the deep one to Adams for a pick. Chargers probably should have turned those into more points than they did, but they played a good team. They were on the road. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
So it felt like a Raider home game. Not that down on their performance, but
Right.
it would have been such a swing to win that one to get another victory on the Chargers. But instead, they got to regroup.
We said earlier, I think I'm a lot more worried that the Niners loss bothers me a lot more than the Raiders loss subjectively or objectively.
Sure.
The fact that the Raiders did not have a sack. They hit Justin Herbert a grand total of 3 times yesterday.
That's not good.
They had 3 picks. They had 3 fumbles, although they recovered all 3. Derek Carr's trying to feel out that offense, or especially Devontae Adams. You say, well, he's only adding one new guy that mattered. I get it. But Derek Carr threw the ball yesterday 37 times, and 17 of those were to Devontae Adams. That's ridiculous. That's almost 50% targeting to one guy. And 10 catches for $141 and a touchdown. They obviously were looking to feature Adams, and they will all year. And then Darren Waller, the newly contract extended Darren Waller, 4 catches for 79 yards. Hunter Renfrow had 3. He was targeted 6 times, but I think you're going to see a lot of that this year. And as soon as they get into a mode where you just have no idea who's grabbing what on which play, that's where they're really going to be a problem for opposing defense.
Yeah, I think Carr is still set to have a good year. I think, Adams, the catch he caught for the touchdown, that ball was past him.
Yeah.
And he somehow caught the back end of it to keep it alive and get into the end zone. He's such a good weapon, and that's where we always do is the quarterback make the receiver make the quarterback.
Yeah.
He plays with Rodgers, now he's playing with Carr. He's gifted, and I think the Raiders still have some good things to build upon. It was the turnover difference in the game.
I think the other thing that we need to keep an eye on is the Chargers have Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Josh Palmer, Gerald Everett. This is not a murderer's row of receivers. I mean, I love Keenan Allen.
Yeah. And DeAndre Carter, Sac State.
Yeah, right? But you look at some of the other receiving core. Hell, look at the receiving core on the Raiders.
Right.
I want to ask you this. How bad do you think this is a blowout if Justin Herbert had the Raiders receivers?
Right.
And I think it's important because Justin Herbert is 24 years old. Justin Herbert last year threw for 5,000 yards. Josh Allen and Patrick Justin Herbert's first 2 years, he's thrown for over 7,300 yards and 69 nice touchdowns, and he added 3 more yesterday. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, I get it. People really sleep on how good Justin Herbert is.
Mm-hmm.
He's ridiculous. And if you put Justin Herbert on the Bills, on the Chiefs, on the Packers last year, I have no problems believing he's doing just as good, if not better, than a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
So my point is this. I think the Raiders lost to a very good team yesterday, despite having 3 picks, despite having 3 fumbles, despite not hitting the quarterback almost at all, not a single sack, despite having to work in a new A1 plus receiver, despite not really getting it ever going on the ground. Jacobs had a typical 57 yards on the ground, and he got 2 or 3 yards when they needed it, and they still lost by what, 5?
Right, and had the ball at the end with a chance to steal the game.
I'm not happy with the loss. If I'm a Raider fan, I'm certainly not freaking out. I do not have the energy this early to lose it over something like this.
Niners was far more egregious.
Far more egregious.